Hello, my name is TrangDoThuy. I'm originally from Vietnam and currently living in Barcelona, Spain. I'm a student at FPGS DAM courses at University and also a student of web and software development course at MigraCode. I am a wannabe contributor for Liquid Galaxy Lab this year of the GSoC program 2026, and today I'm gonna talk about my task 3 of the pre-requirement task, and my second topic, which is adding voice interactions with Flutter TTS. So let's start. So this is a table of content, and today we're gonna cover 8 main points, which is the introductions, and later we're gonna talk about the voice interactions and also the text-to-speech TTS. And to go deeper, we have the system flow, also the implementations in Flutter, and to be more practical, I will show you the demo of implement the TTS in the Flutter app. Also, we talk about the use cases, and last but not least is the conclusions. So first of all, what is Liquid Galaxy? Liquid Galaxy is a multi-screen immersive system that based on the Google Earth engines and used for visualizations. And it is controlled remotely by, for example, a mobile apps or a tablet applications. So as you can see here, this is an example of Liquid Galaxy system with a multi-screen here and the Google Earth engines on the screen for visualizations. And also we have a remote controller here. Let's say, for example, this is an applications. So the limitations here is that most of it is just only for visual only experience. So only user can see it and without any guidance. And it can be very hard for non-technical audiences. So in these presentations, I want to propose solutions for this. Is that we implement the TTS text-to-speech feature, so that with every actions along the experience, we're gonna speak out loud the text, the speech with the audio. So it's gonna be better for the user, and also very important for the disability, for the disabled users as well. And the voice interactions, so what it is, voice interactions involves the use of voice commands and responses, and is enabling the natural and intuitive UX in applications. In other words, and for simple term, it is adding voice narrations to guide user and improve the accessibility. So the advantages of this is that it can create a more engaging and accessible experience, also a seamless experiences, and eliminating the complexities between the communications from the user to the technology. And let's say about text-to-speech. What is text-to-speech? It is generating the natural sounding speech given the text input. So it means that from any text we can generate an audio based on that text. That is the point of the TTS, and it can be run locally in Flutter and without any third-party plugin or API required. So it's very easy to implement, and I can show you in the later stages to demonstrate it clearer. So this is the system flow. So basically the user here, they have an applications, right? And there's gonna be, for example, a lot of buttons, and for each button it's gonna trigger one actions, and for these actions it can generate the text here, and from the text here we got with the TTS technology we can produce the audio. So applied in our case here in Liquid Galaxy, we have the user here, and they're gonna have the Flutter app, and from the Flutter app here they interact with it, and whenever the action is triggered, it's sent to the LG command here, and from the LG command we're gonna have two ways. One is the TTS to print audio, and the other is the visualization, so that we can see in the multi-screen as Liquid Galaxy was and I'm doing. So let's talk about the implementation in Flutter. So we have the Flutter TTS plugin here, that you can click on this to see it clearer. So this is the documentation of Flutter TTS. So we can see everything here. This is the Flutter text-to-speech plugin that we can use with and Kotlin, and all the features here. We can use it for Android, iOS, web, and Mac OS. So it support multi-platform applications, and very useful. So the usage, you can see it here. Everything is very clear in the documentations, and you can find everything relating to this, and this is like guide that we can follow and apply to our applications. And moreover, we can see like different versions here, and the change logs, which is the versions here, right? We have a lot of versions, so you can check it, and this is what changed based on each versions. This is an example like a main.dot file that you can see like a very complete pictures of how it is implemented in the applications, and for the use cases. So you can see it on this website also. And very important part is the installing part. So everything here is very clear, and you can follow this one to apply to our applications. So let's go here. So the implementation in the Flutter applications, first of all, is that I want to trigger speech on actions. Let's say like we have a lot of buttons, and I want to like for each button gonna trigger an actions, right? And for each actions, it's gonna print out the speech. So it's very useful, let's say in many environments and many use cases, and it can help the user, especially the disabled users, to access with our applications and the system better. And also we should also implement the mute control button, so that user can directly manage and control like should speak out loud, or they can make it like keep silence, so that depends on the user and use cases that they can use it dynamically. And to provide a more practical point of view, here I show you the demo of the applications that I already created. So this is the applications, and here I already have it in the Android emulator. Here it is the same here. So first of all, we have different buttons, right? As you can see, so we have the send logo buttons, also the send 3D pyramid, fly to Hanoi, let's say, clear logos, clear KMLs, and mute button, which is the button that we mentioned before to mute it or unmute it. So let's try with the multi-screen that I have it here. Let's try it. So first of all,
sending Liquid Galaxy logo.
Yes, whenever we click on the button, actually it's gonna display the logo on this screen.
Sending Liquid Galaxy logo.
Yes, here. So additional to like the visualization updating, we also have heard the voice of the TTS voice, right? So you can see it, or maybe when we click on this,
sending 3D pyramid.
Sending 3D pyramid. So along with the status here, the status and the visualizations, we also listen to the voices. And also, let's say flying to Hanoi. Yeah, the voice is speaking.
Clearing logo.
Also clearing logo.
Clearing KMLs.
Clearing KMLs. So yes. So in parallel with the visualizations, we also have the audio. So the very similar to the diagram that I showed you before. And also we have the mute button here. So when we click on the mute button, if we choose like sending the logo here, only the status is updating and the visualizations, and without any voices. Similarly with this button, send 3D pyramid, only the status is updating and the visualizations without any voice. But when we unmute it, when we unmuted it, it's gonna be
Clearing logo.
yes, so it works. So to be more specific, let's see in our codes here. This is the code that I created for the applications. So I follow this one. I follow the documentations here. So first of all, very important is that we install it in our applications. So very easy, we can run this command here with Flutter. We just copy this one and paste it into our terminal. Here I gonna show you. To be honest, I already installed it, but I just want to show you like how I do it. So very simple here. Just paste it here and press enter, and it's done into terminal one. And because I already have it, as you can see here in the 5, so when we run this command, this will add a line into our YAML file with this dependency, and yes, you can get it. Otherwise, you can use it like just paste it directly in the YAML file and run this command flutter bobcat to get it. So we have two ways. And let's check in our code, because here I just show you, but I already installed it. So in our YAML file, here YAML file, I have in the part of dependency, yes, you can see here. So it is already here when we run the command here. So we can now, the Flutter TTS is implemented in our application and we can use it. So following the documentations, to use it, we can import it in our dart code. So we can import this command at the beginning of our files. So I use it in the control screen, which is the one I show you. So I already imported here, very similar to what is in the documentations. And after that, we are successfully have it in our applications and we can use it as we want. So first of all, very important is that we call it. So as you can see here, we should initialize it by calling these functions, this command. So in our code, I have it here just similarly. And because we have the mute button here, so I also create a boolean which is muted. And first of all, at the beginning, I set it to false, so that at the beginning is not muted. And once it's let's say I have these functions here, so whenever we click on the button, and if from muted, it's gonna change to the opposite side. So from false, if it's false, it's gonna be true, and if it's true, it's gonna be false. It's gonna dynamically change in the button from mute to unmute and vice versa. And later we have this one. So this is the way we created. Yes, very easy, the way we created the functions here. So we should create this function speak here so that we can reuse it in every buttons. Let's say for each button we gonna trigger these functions so that it speak and speak out loud our code. And here you can see we have a lot of additional features, and we can choose, like for example, let's set language here, also the speech rate, volume, set pitch, and a lot of things. So you can come to this website to check it out and apply it in our web applications. So come back here, because I just want to create like a very simple example so that we can see how it's implemented. So now I just create these functions. So first of all, I check if it's muted or not. If it's muted, it's return nothing, so these functions won't execute it. And actually it's yes, but it won't do anything. So here I set the languages to US English, American English. So it's the voices that we choose. And also we set the speech rate here. I've set it to 0.5, so it's not gonna be very fast. And lastly, I choose the speech and text here. The text here is our parameter, our argument that we enter here. So it is gonna be a string that is gonna be speech out loud. And here to show you, I have these functions. For example, here in the send logo functions, I have this one. I call the functions here, so it speak this one. This is the text that's gonna be print out. Like I can hard coded it, so whenever I click on the send logo button, it's trigger. It's called these functions, and it's gonna speak out loud, sending Liquid Galaxy logo. And similarly, I have speak sending 3D pyramid into send pyramid functions. Also in the fly to functions, I have this one, flying to Hanoi, Vietnam. And also in the clear logo functions, I have so speak out loud that clearing logo. And in the clear KML, we have clearing KMLs. Yes, and so for each functions, it's gonna speak out loud a different sentence, let's say. And also for the port here, here's our mute button. So also that I create the mute button here, so that it's gonna be, it's check the label. The label gonna check if it is muted, then it's gonna, the text, the label is gonna be unmuted, and otherwise it's gonna be mute. So this is like the conditions. And the command here is the one that we created before, that if it's muted and once click, it's gonna be in the opposite sides, from true to false and from false to true. So as you can see here, that's very easy to implement, and everything can be like implement in just under 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So very easy to do. So how about the use cases? The use cases we can use here is very diverse. For example, we can use in the exhibitions, in the museums, where there are a lot of visitors coming and they want to like know more about what we are showing, what we are displaying, and so on. Also, we can use in real estate case, where like maybe like the visitor, the buyers wanna see the properties, right? And we can insert the voices here, so that is gonna be a virtual assistant like Siri or Alexa in the phone. So like we can interact with it without like seeing anything, but the voice is here, so we can receive the guidance. And also we can use it for educational purposes, like in schools, or maybe guided tours for the travel and hospitality sectors, and so on. So we can use it in many cases. And about the additional features and improvement, now I just want to show you like very simple example and how to implement it in our applications. But we can like do many more things with it. And first of all, check on the documentations and then apply it. So one example here is that we have the AI empowered narrations. So now AI is very popular and it's like a tsunami and everybody use it. So we can like take the advantage of this and empower the implement the AI features here, so that let's say, for example, create a storytelling experience that the text now in our example we just hard coded it, right? But let's say the AI one will be the main contributor for this instead of us. So for example, it can create story and make a generate a text and then implement it here so that it can speak out loud the whole story instead of just only one or two sentences as we did in the example. Or moreover, we can have the multi-languages support here. As I showed you before, we choose the English, the American English, but we have a lot more different languages. So it can be like depends on the environments, depends on the situations that we can choose different languages. For example, now currently I'm in Spain, so maybe for like in Spanish school or museums, we can choose also like Spanish languages and vice versa in different countries, different environment. So we have many more choice that we can improve. And also we have the voice interactions. Voice interactions here's like two-way dialogues. Let's say like for example like Siri or Alexa, we can listen to it and then we can respond with our voice, right? So similar here in our case is like that. In the demo I just show you like one way is that when we click the button, the text gonna speak out loud, but in reality we can make it like two-way dialogue, so so the user can like speak to the phone, speak to the machines, and then from the speech it is generate the text and sending to the system, and then processing, and then the text and then generate the text, and then the text gonna be using TTS to print out the audio and respond back to the user. So it's gonna be very convenient, especially in the case of a disabled user that they cannot see the text, cannot do anything with just only text only. So it's gonna be very convenient. So in conclusions, it's very simple to implement this feature, TTS feature, as I have already shown you, like under 5 minutes for just basic things, but it make a very big impact on the user experience, and it can make Liquid Galaxy experience very immersive and improve our features and make like more memorable and impressive experience. So thank you very much, and that's the end of my presentations, and thank you for listening and watching my video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach me out and ask me. Thank you and have a nice day.